The holidays are a magical time of year. Families and friends come together. We celebrate with delicious food and thoughtful gifts. But for people with lupus, the holidays can also be challenging. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that can affect any part of the body. Common symptoms include fatigue, joint pain, and muscle aches. These symptoms can be unpredictable, making it difficult to plan ahead. Stress can be a major trigger for lupus flares, and the holidays can be stressful. If you are living with lupus, it is important to take care of yourself during the holidays. One of the biggest challenges of lupus is the fatigue. It can be overwhelming at times. You may need to take breaks throughout the day. Lupus can also cause joint pain, making it difficult to stand for long periods, wrap presents, or cook large meals. If you are sensitive to sunlight, you may need to limit your time outdoors or wear protective clothing. The holidays can be a time for indulging in sugary treats and festive drinks. But it's important to make healthy choices that won't aggravate your lupus symptoms. Remember that stress can trigger lupus flares. It's important to find healthy ways to manage your stress levels. Don't let lupus steal your holiday cheer. With a little planning and self-care, you can enjoy the magic of the season while staying healthy. It's important to remember that you're not alone. There are millions of people living with lupus around the world. Reach out to your doctor or a lupus support group if you need help. The holidays are a special time to connect with loved ones and create lasting memories. But for people with lupus, the holidays can also be a time of increased symptoms and stress. During the holidays, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. There are parties to attend, gifts to buy, and meals to prepare. Living with lupus means paying attention to subtle cues that others might ignore. Fatigue is a common symptom of lupus. It's not the kind of tiredness that disappears after a good night's sleep. If you're feeling tired, don't push yourself beyond your limits. It's okay to take a break, even if it means excusing yourself from a social gathering for a few minutes. One of the kindest things you can do for yourself during the holidays is to respect your limits. This means acknowledging that you may not be able to do everything you want to do. It means saying no to some invitations and delegating tasks when possible. Start by making a list of all the holiday activities you'd like to participate in. Then, prioritize them based on what's most important to you. Be realistic about how much you can handle. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's essential for managing your lupus. Taking breaks isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of self-awareness and self-care. Even short breaks can make a big difference in managing your energy levels during the holidays. If you're feeling overwhelmed, excuse yourself for a few minutes of quiet time. Step outside for some fresh air or find a quiet room to relax. These short pauses help you recharge and avoid fatigue. Return to the festivities feeling refreshed and more engaged. Pacing yourself is key to enjoying the holidays with lupus. It means spreading out activities over time instead of trying to cram everything into a few short weeks. If you usually do all your holiday shopping in one day, try breaking it up into smaller trips over several days or shopping online. Instead of baking dozens of cookies at once, spread out the baking over a few days or weekends. Delegate tasks to family members or friends. Remember, the holidays are supposed to be enjoyable. By listening to your body, respecting your limits, taking breaks, and pacing yourself, you can savor the spirit of the season while protecting your well-being. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love, especially during the holidays when social calendars tend to overflow. It's about making conscious choices about what you say yes to and, more importantly, what you choose to decline. For those living with lupus, this skill is not just valuable, it's essential. Saying no to certain invitations or requests doesn't make you any less festive or loving. It simply means you're prioritizing your health and well-being. Start by recognizing that you don't have to attend every party or participate in every gift exchange. A simple, "Thank you so much for the invitation, but I won't be able to make it this time," is often sufficient. Shift your focus from obligation to intention. Attend gatherings that truly bring you joy. Prioritize activities that light you up inside. Choose smaller gatherings with close friends. Spend the season in ways that bring you peace and joy. Open and honest communication with your loved ones is crucial, especially when you're living with a chronic illness like lupus. Let them know how you're feeling and what your limitations are. Explain that you might need to arrive late, leave early, or take breaks during gatherings. Most people are understanding and supportive when they know what's going on. Share your strategies for managing your lupus during the holidays. Let them know if you need help with certain tasks, like wrapping presents or preparing food. By communicating openly and honestly, you can create a more understanding and supportive environment for yourself during the holidays. Think of your energy as a precious resource during the holidays. Don't squander your energy on draining activities or commitments. Be mindful of how you spend your time and who you spend it with. Limit exposure to people or environments that exhaust you. Surround yourself with uplifting and supportive people. Choose how you spend your time and energy. Make choices that nourish your soul and savor the holidays. The holidays are a time for indulgence. Tables are laden with tempting treats, from sugary desserts to rich, savory dishes. While it's perfectly fine to enjoy these festive foods in moderation, it's essential to be mindful of how certain ingredients might affect your lupus symptoms. For those with lupus, food can be both a source of pleasure and a potential trigger for inflammation. Remember that each person's experience with lupus is unique. It's about paying attention to your own body's signals and making informed choices that support your well-being. Before you dive into the holiday buffet, take a moment to consider your personal dietary triggers. Sugar and processed foods are often staples of holiday meals and treats. While they might offer a temporary burst of flavor, they can also wreak havoc on your body, especially if you have lupus. These types of foods tend to be high in calories, unhealthy fats, and added sugars, all of which can contribute to inflammation. Inflammation is a natural part of the body's immune response, but for people with lupus, it can become chronic and lead to painful flares. By limiting your intake of sugar and processed foods, you can help keep inflammation in check and reduce your risk of experiencing a flare during the holidays. Festive gatherings often involve alcohol, from celebratory toasts to cozy evenings by the fire with a glass of wine. Be mindful of how alcohol can interact with lupus and its medications. Alcohol can interfere with the effectiveness of certain medications. It can also dehydrate the body, worsening lupus symptoms. Drink in moderation and stay hydrated. Attending potlucks and holiday dinners can be tricky when you're trying to manage lupus symptoms. You might worry about finding dishes that fit your dietary needs or feel self-conscious about having to explain your restrictions to others. One way to navigate these situations with ease is to bring your own dish to share. Choose a recipe that's both delicious and lupus-friendly, focusing on whole foods, lean proteins, and plenty of vegetables. This way, you'll be guaranteed to have something safe and enjoyable to eat, even if the other options aren't ideal for your dietary needs. Bringing your own dish also allows you to participate fully in the festivities without feeling restricted or left out. For many, the holiday season brings to mind images of cozy fireplaces, snow-dusted landscapes, and crisp winter air. While these scenes might evoke a sense of warmth and cheer, for those with lupus, the reality of cold weather can be much harsher. The cold can be a major trigger for lupus flares, causing joint pain, muscle stiffness, and fatigue to intensify. This sensitivity to cold can stem from a variety of factors, including poor circulation, inflammation, and Raynaud's phenomenon. During the holidays, it's crucial to prioritize your health and take extra precautions to stay warm. As the holiday season approaches, it's tempting to prioritize festive attire over practicality. However, when you have lupus, dressing for warmth is essential. Create layers of insulation to trap heat and protect your body. Start with thermal underwear made from moisture-wicking fabrics. Add insulating layers like sweaters or fleece jackets. Protect your extremities with insulated boots, warm socks, gloves, and a hat. One of the joys of the holiday season is gathering with loved ones to celebrate and create lasting memories. While outdoor festivities can be magical, for those with lupus, the cold can pose significant challenges. If you're hosting a holiday gathering, consider opting for indoor venues or creating cozy outdoor spaces that offer respite from the elements. If you're planning an outdoor event, consider renting patio heaters or setting up a fire pit to provide warmth and create a cozy ambiance. Offer blankets and throws for guests to snuggle under and encourage them to dress warmly in layers. The holidays, while often joyous, can also be a whirlwind of activity and heightened expectations. For those with lupus, this whirlwind can trigger flares and exacerbate symptoms. Stress is a known trigger for lupus flares. It can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to inflammation. During the holidays, stress can take many forms, from social events to financial strain. It's essential to manage stress effectively by prioritizing self-care and setting realistic expectations. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, it's easy to let self-care slide down the priority list. For those with lupus, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Taking time for yourself can make a significant difference in managing symptoms. Self-care can be as simple as reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to calming music. Gentle stretching or yoga can ease muscle stiffness. Deep breathing exercises reduce stress. Find activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Recharge and de-stress amidst the holiday chaos. Self-care is an act of self-preservation. By prioritizing your well-being, you're better equipped to handle the holidays. Show up fully for yourself and your loved ones. Amidst festive gatherings, carve out moments of tranquility for yourself. These quiet interludes provide a respite from sensory overload and social demands. If overwhelmed, find a quiet corner, close your eyes, and take deep breaths. Step outside for fresh air and focus on the cool sensations and nature's sounds. Take a break from holiday preparations and do something joyful. Listen to music, curl up with a book, or savor a cup of tea. Even a few minutes of quiet time can renew your energy and calm your spirit. Remember, the holidays are a time for joy and connection. It's okay to say no, delegate tasks, and adjust your expectations. Prioritize self-care and communicate openly with loved ones. Don't be afraid to ask for support. Lean on your loved ones and connect with your support system. Even with the best laid plans and the most diligent self-care, lupus can be unpredictable. Flares can happen, even during the most wonderful time of the year. Don't let the possibility of a flare overshadow your holiday cheer. Instead, approach the season with a sense of preparedness and self-compassion. Remember, a flare doesn't mean you failed or that you can't enjoy the holidays. It simply means that your body needs a little extra care and attention. Acknowledge that flares are a part of living with lupus and that they don't diminish your strength or resilience. Approach the possibility of a flare with a sense of acceptance rather than fear. One of the most empowering things you can do to prepare for potential flares during the holidays is to create a personalized flare kit. This kit serves as a portable toolbox filled with items that can provide comfort, relief, and support. Start by gathering essential medications like pain relievers or prescription meds. Include a small bottle of water to stay hydrated. Pack healthy snacks for quick energy boosts. Personalize your kit with items that bring you comfort and relaxation. During the holidays, it's important to tune into your body's subtle cues. Pay attention to early warning signs like fatigue, joint pain, or a butterfly rash on your face. Don't ignore these whispers from your body. They are valuable pieces of information. Take a step back and reassess your activities. Can you adjust your schedule for more rest? Honoring your body's needs is an act of self-love. Even with the best preparation, flares can still happen. Approach flares with grace and acceptance. You are not defined by your lupus or your flares. You are strong, resilient, and worthy. Rest, ask for help, and adjust your plans. Communicate with loved ones for support. The holidays are about connection and love. Embrace the season in ways that feel joyful. A joyful holiday season with lupus is possible. Prioritize your well-being, listen to your body, and make choices that support your health. Embrace self-care, set boundaries, and communicate openly with loved ones. You're not alone in this journey. There's strength in knowing you're part of a community that understands. The holidays are for joy, connection, and cherished memories. Don't let lupus overshadow these moments. Embrace the spirit of the season in ways that feel authentic and manageable for you. Find joy in the simple things, the warmth of a crackling fire, the laughter of loved ones, and the quiet moments of reflection and gratitude. Remember, the most precious gifts are often the ones we give ourselves. The gift of self-compassion, the gift of self-care. You are strong, resilient, and capable of creating a joyful holiday season. From all of us here, we wish you a happy, healthy, and love-filled holiday season.